Good morning. It's time for Monday story time. And last week I had 2 different votes for different books. So I had my son decide the winner, and he voted on When the Root Children Wake Up. Now, this is a book about the seasons, and it kind of starts at the end of winter, even though we ourselves have not started winter yet this year. It starts in a couple days, though. So it was written by Audrey Wood, and the beautiful pictures are by Ned Bittinger. Look at those beautiful pictures. Let's start reading. Old Grandfather Winter slowly walked across the land. He knows that spring will be here soon. Climbing the mountain to his palace of ice, he turns to watch the snow melting behind him. Sorry, this is another big book, but there is Grandfather Winter, and he's making his way up the snow mountain. And as you can see, the snow is melting because there's some spring daffodils. In her home beneath the ground, Mother Earth lights a fire in the hearth, sweeps away all the cobwebs, and then throws open the shutters. Young Robin Redbreast lands at the window. Root children, the young robin calls. Wake up, it's time for the masquerade. If you didn't know, a masquerade is a fancy party where you get all dressed up. Awakening from their long winter's nap, they stretch, and yawn, and run their fingers through their tangled hair. So there's Mother Earth with the robin, and there's all the root children waking up, and it looks like a little badger is watching it all happen. But when they tumble from their beds, all they have to wear are their dreary husk clothes. Don't cry, Mother Earth says as she leans out her window and gathers bits of the rainbow from the sky. And with scissors and needle and thread, the root children set to work making their beautiful blossom costumes. Here they are. They're getting ready for the masquerade. And there's a little chipmunk right there watching them. When their costumes are all finished, they are laid aside, for there is one task yet to be done. For deep beneath the ground, root children awaken the bugs and lead them up through the tunnels that were lit by fireflies. Dipping their brushes into the rainbow, the root children paint the bugs until they sparkle like jewels. It's time to get dressed, Mother Earth calls. Everyone is waiting for us. So, it's hard to see. Right there is the tunnel lit by the fireflies. And there are the root children painting the bugs to look like jewels. At last, they are ready, and Mother Earth unbolts the door and then blows upon her horn. Let the masquerade begin, she calls. And dressed in their beautiful flowery costumes, the root children and jewel-colored bugs rush out into the world. Animals of every kind are there to greet them. Well, there's animals everywhere. there they are, brushing out their big roots. Do you see there's some deer there? What else is there? Oh, down here we have some duckies and a rabbit. And in this corner we have a box turtle. I bet there's a lot of other animals there I don't see. Oh yeah, there's a fox. There's a lot of animals hidden in that picture. Wake up, Auntie Spring, young Robin calls. The Root children are finally here. And kind Aunt Spring rises from her bed of ferns and lilies. The Root children smother her with kisses. You are so beautiful, kind Aunt Spring says. May love and happiness follow wherever you bloom. Have you figured out who the Root children are? There's Auntie Spring, and the kids are waking her up. There's lots of other animals too, isn't there? The Root children scatter throughout the land, and the air is perfumed with their beautiful scent. Oh, this book is very big. Some butterflies. There's all the Root children. They're running around, scattering. Have you figured out what Root children are? They bloom in the gardens and dance around the ponds and skip through the fields with bugs and butterflies. Every day the sun grows warmer and warmer and the Root children play later and later. And soon Aunt Spring grows very weary from the heat. She returns to her bed of ferns and lilies and closes her eyes and falls asleep. There she is, sleeping in her bed of ferns. Suddenly, Jolly Cousin Summer slides down a waterfall and lands with a splash. The Root children race to greet him as he shakes the water from his fiery beard. All right, there's Cousin Summer. And the Root children and him are having a lot of fun on the waterfall, aren't they? Oh, and there's a frog. We see frogs in the summertime, don't we? The weeks pass by, and every sunny day is filled with laughter, music, and dance. It seems as if this masquerade will never end. Look at all the Root children playing with Jolly Cousin Summer. But shh, wait. Listen. Studious Uncle Fall is quieting the land. He puts on his spectacles, arranges his pencils and his books, and sits down at his desk. Cousin Summer slips on his knapsack on his back and quickly strides over the hills and far away. There's studious Uncle Fall. He's getting ready for school. There's a squirrel watching what he's doing, and so are the Root children. A chilling wind begins to blow, and brightly colored leaves whirl to the ground. The wind rips away the Root children's beautiful costumes, leaving only their dreary husk clothes. Now, once again, Mother Earth blows her horn. Boo! Boo! Come home. Root children, come home. It's time to come home. In the meadows, gardens, and forests, the Root children hear her call, and one by one they return to their home beneath the ground. Here they are, getting blown home by the fall wind. Who do you think those root children are? Mother Earth bolts the door and latches the shutters tightly. The masquerade is all over. It's time for her children to dream and sleep again. Tucking them in for their long winter's nap, she kisses each one good night. As they drift off to sleep, Mother Earth picks up her lute and sings them a lullaby. No mice down there watching them all fall asleep. And there's Mother Earth playing her lute to the children so they fall asleep. And it looks like Father Winter is listening to the song. I'm not going to sing it, but I will read you the words. It's called Root Children Sleep. Root children sleep deep under the ground, and while you dream, the world will turn round. Then once again, young Robin will sing, Old winter is past, wake up, it's spring. And that's the end of the book. You know what I think the root children are? Flowers. I think that they're different kinds of flowers that come out in spring and grow all summer and into the autumn. And then they all go away, don't they? I don't have any flowers outside right now, and we are at the end of fall. I hope you like this book, and I will see you next Monday for story time. Bye-bye.